Did you ever think you'd see Captain Jack Sparrow sail again? Honestly, neither did Hollywood. Be real for a second, how many of us truly believed Johnny Depp's pirate days were anything more than a nostalgic memory? After all the media drama, the endless courtroom battles, and Disney's silent but firm decision to cut ties, it felt like the Black Pearl had docked for the last time. The iconic compass, the mischievous smirk, the slurred but somehow brilliant wit, all seemed like relics of a bygone era in cinema. But guess what? That very compass Jack Sparrow clung to so fiercely, the one that only points to what your heart desires most, has swung back in Johnny Depp's direction. And this time, it's pointing right toward redemption, revival, and possibly the greatest cinematic comeback in recent memory. Yes, it's true. Pirates of the Caribbean 6 is in the works. Not just a spin-off. Not a reboot. A true continuation. And Johnny Depp, Captain Jack Sparrow himself, is officially back at the helm. The announcement didn't just ripple through Hollywood. It shook the foundation of what many thought was possible. To truly grasp why this return matters, not just for fans, but for storytelling, for film franchises, and for public figures seeking redemption, we need to rewind. Travel back to 2018. Depp was already dealing with whispers and scandals, but things exploded when his legal battles with ex-wife Amber Heard escalated to an international level. Allegations flew in both directions. Both were in the media constantly. Brands, studios, and public opinion began shifting rapidly. For Disney, the stakes were high. A family-oriented brand, they quietly, and controversially, decided to distance themselves from Depp. To many, it felt like betrayal. Jack Sparrow wasn't just a character. He was the reason people kept coming back to the series. The original film, The Curse of the Black Pearl, wasn't expected to be a smash hit. In fact, many at Disney thought a pirate movie in the 2000s was box office poison. But Depp flipped the script, literally. His portrayal of Jack, inspired partly by Keith Richards and classic silent film comedians, was bizarre, hilarious, unpredictable, and somehow magnetic. Critics praised it. Audiences loved it. He got an Oscar nomination. And a cultural icon was born. So when Disney cut ties, the backlash was intense. Fans weren't quiet. They organized online, launching one of the most passionate digital movements in entertainment history. #JusticeForJohnny trended worldwide. Petition after petition gained millions of signatures. Some fans even vowed to boycott any future Pirates films that didn't include him. And what's more remarkable? The movement wasn't just noise, it shifted public opinion. People began to reevaluate what they thought they knew. Then came the trials. In 2022, Depp's defamation lawsuit against Heard was televised, dissected, and watched by millions. It became a cultural moment. Suddenly, every clip, every testimony, every eyebrow raise was analyzed like a scene from a blockbuster. But here's the twist, as the trial unfolded, more people began siding with Johnny. It wasn't just about who won in court. It was about the narrative. People saw a man who'd been torn down, mocked, and seemingly abandoned, but who still stood up, told his story, and let the world judge for itself. And the world did judge, and largely, it sided with him. It was a turning point, not only for Depp but for how the public viewed stories of celebrity downfall and redemption. Suddenly, studios started listening. The question wasn't just, can we bring him back, but, can we afford not to? Disney, facing fatigue in its existing IPs, realized something important. They'd tried reboots and spin-offs in the Pirates universe, most notably with Margot Robbie rumored to be attached to a female-led installment. But even Robbie, as beloved as she is, couldn't generate the kind of electricity Depp brought. Without Jack Sparrow, the franchise lacked its soul. And fans knew it. So, behind closed doors, talks began. Quiet, cautious conversations. No press releases. No promises. Just feelers. Could Depp be interested in returning? Would he even consider it after being dropped so unceremoniously? That's when things got really interesting. According to insiders close to the production, Depp didn't say yes immediately. In fact, he reportedly turned down several offers at first. And why wouldn't he? After everything, a paycheck wasn't enough. He wanted to make a statement, not out of bitterness, but out of principle. If he was coming back, it had to be meaningful. Jack Sparrow couldn't just be reduced to comic relief or slapped into a script for nostalgia's sake. There needed to be a real arc, something worthy of the character's legacy. And so, Disney listened. They invited Depp to the table not just as an actor, but as a creative partner. Rumors suggest that he now has input on the story, the tone, and even the dialogue. He reportedly wants to explore Jack's past, perhaps his lost love, his failures, the myth behind the man. Imagine a pirate's film with real emotional stakes, a swan song, a redemption tale, or even a handoff to a younger generation, done with care and reverence. Entertainment journalist Grace Randolph put it perfectly. She said, "This comeback isn't about money. It's about identity." Depp felt seen again. This is about reclaiming a part of his soul. And that hits deep. Because for many fans, Depp is Jack Sparrow, and vice versa. The comeback isn't just cinematic. It's personal. It's symbolic. And it's powerful. Early concept art for the film has reportedly been drafted. Some say it includes scenes of an older Jack, reflecting on his past misadventures, maybe even haunted by them. One insider teased that the new film might open not with a bombastic escape, but with a quiet, reflective moment. Jack alone, sipping rum, watching the sea, wondering what comes next. That kind of emotional depth has never been explored in the series. And if handled well, it could elevate the whole franchise. But Disney doesn't want to abandon the action and humor fans love. So, they're reportedly balancing Jack's return with new faces, younger pirates, new villains, new mysteries. There's even talk of a protégé character, someone Jack trains, or perhaps reluctantly mentors. That way, the legacy lives on even as the torch begins to pass. Think Creed to Rocky, or The Force Awakens to A New Hope, but with more rum and sea monsters. A former Disney executive even told Variety that Depp's return could be a game-changer for Hollywood's approach to cancelled stars. In 2025, fan voices are more powerful than ever, he said. Depp's comeback doesn't just show forgiveness. It shows that people believe in second chances, especially when the art speaks louder than the headlines. And if you thought that was the final twist, here's one more for the superfans. Rumor has it that Depp is considering debuting exclusive concept footage or behind-the-scenes details at the next Cannes Film Festival. That would mark a full-circle moment. Remember, it was Cannes 2023 where Depp premiered Jean du Barry, his first major post-trial film. The applause lasted over 7 minutes. Imagine the ovation when he walks out with the pirate's compass in hand. So, now that we've come this far, what do you think? Are you ready to set sail with Captain Jack one more time? Do you believe this film will restore the magic of the early Pirates movies, or are some seas better left unsailed? I'd love to hear your take, so drop your thoughts in the comments. Share your favorite Jack Sparrow quote or moment. Tell me what this character means to you. I read every comment, and it always makes my day to see how these stories have impacted your lives. If you're still curious about everything that led to this moment, from the lawsuits to the loyalty of his fanbase, check out our in-depth video titled "The Trial That Changed Everything." You'll find a whole new level of respect for how Johnny Depp handled his rise, his fall, and his incredible return. And hey, if this video gave you chills, or even just made you smile, tap that like button. It really helps this channel grow. If you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next update on Depp, Disney, or whatever wild twist Hollywood throws our way next. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep believing in comebacks, in storytelling, and in the magic of movies. And remember, bring me that horizon.